In this video, we will explore about the primary role of a research analyst. To understand this role, let us start with a relatable example. Imagine you have decided to buy a new mobile phone. What is your process? You first look at your price range and shortlist a few brands. Then you look at the specifications such as the battery life or the camera quality. Finally, you compare them and make a decision on which one to buy. This selection process is almost identical to how a research analyst helps clients make investment decisions. Instead of phones, they look at financial data and economic factors. Essentially, the role of a research analyst is that of a selector. To visualize exactly how this works, we can look at a simple equation. The job is a combination of two main activities that lead to a result. First, we have research plus analysis equals to decisions. Research is the collection of information from various sources. Analysis is the processing of that data to figure out what it means. When you add these two together, you get a solid investment decision. It is imperative to remember that data and information are pertinent to the investment being evaluated, meaning without good inputs, you cannot make a good decision. Now, where does this information come from? We can view the sources of information as a pyramid structure. At the very top, we look at macro and global factors. This includes government statistics and data provided by central banks. For instance, the Reserve Bank of India. It also includes data from global agencies such as the International Monetary Fund or IMF, the Asian Development Bank and the World Bank. At the base of the pyramid, we have industry-specific information. To understand a sector, an analyst will read industry-specific journals and sector publications. Moving deeper than the general industry, an analyst needs specific details about the company they are studying. There are four main ways to gather this company-specific information. First, there are regulatory filings, which include financial statements and annual reports that companies are required to file. Second, analysts use external validation, such as conducting market surveys to see what customers think. Third, there is direct interaction. This involves meeting authorized company officials or interviewing employees and stakeholders. Finally, analysts often perform on-site verification, which includes visiting plants or factories to check operations in person. Once an analyst has accumulated all this data, how do they process it? You can imagine a weighing scale balancing two types of factors. On the left side, we have qualitative factors regarding operational performance. This includes things like the efficiency of operations, competitiveness, business plans, and the work ethics of the management. On the right side, we have quantitative factors, which are the financials. Here we look at revenues, costs, profitability and risks to these numbers. The workflow is straightforward. We accumulate data, then we analyze it, and finally we arrive at a decision to buy, hold or sell the security. Now that we understand the process, let us look at the different types of analysts, starting with sell-side analysts. These professionals typically work for employers that provide investment banking, broking or advisory services. Their primary activity is to publish research reports in the public domain. This means their work is available for the public to see. Their recommendation is a specific call to buy, hold or sell, and it usually includes a future price expectation, which we call a price target. The second category is buy-side analysts. These analysts generally work for asset managers. This includes mutual funds, hedge funds, pension funds, or foreign portfolio investors. The key difference here is that they generate investment recommendations for internal consumption. Their reports are circulated only among the top management and fund managers within their own organization. Unlike the sell side, these reports are strictly confidential and are not available in the public domain. The third category is independent research analysts. These analysts work for research originators or boutique firms that are separate from full service investment firms. Instead of working for a bank or a fund, they sell their research to others on a subscription or fee basis. Their client base is very diverse, including investors, institutions, investment bankers, and even regulators or stock exchanges. The purpose of their reports can vary from general investment activity to helping companies understand the competition landscape or assisting in mergers and acquisitions. To wrap up this video, let us summarize the competencies and the core role of research analysts. While other entities like newspapers and media also provide reports, a professional analyst goes deeper. They must apply basic principles of interaction with companies and identify the important qualities that drive a business. They evaluate past performance and analyze future expectations. The key takeaway is that the role is a comprehensive study that flows from analysis to a final recommendation.